If anyone's actually already here, that's awesome. Gonna go ahead and be building in TaleSpire today. And I actually have like chat and stuff up because I'm not actively DMing. So we'll go ahead and today we are building the theater from Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I actually need it as the next map that my players are going to, pretty much. And I'll probably be streaming over the next few days, trying to get more of these encounter maps done. Of course, if anyone's played Waterdeep Dragon Heist, you may know that this map actually doesn't always have to become an encounter. It's just it's a nice little roleplay area, and if they do the wrong thing, it could become an encounter. So we're going to go ahead and use the tavern set for this. And let's go ahead and, just for the sake of having something play on stream, let's go ahead and get some Bardic Jam going. Turn that down a little bit, though. There we go. Now there's some nice music playing, at least. Alright. Go to build mode. And let's start with a basic bit of the walls here. So let's go ahead and get my hotbar populated with what I need. Oh, missed the hotbar. I think it's 0, 0, yep. Definitely gonna need the corner piece. I'll get the windows, why not? And gonna need small corners and 1x1s. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the stairs, stair blocks, post, other corner, double floor, single floor. And that should about cover us for the basic structure. We'll go ahead and also get a door in here, why not? Let's see, this is a theater. It's just too fancy. Door's too fancy. I kind of like, weirdly enough, I like the dungeon door as my default door. So yeah, we'll go with that. And we will go ahead and start in a corner here. So if you're new to seeing TaleSpire, one of the things to note is that this is basically a virtual Dwarven Forge. And as such, like, the walls take up some tile space. So you gotta kind of build with that in mind. But you can still generally get by. So I'm kind of starting, if you're looking at the map, which is down in the corner, I am starting with the upper left. My brain, I was just like, what direction is that? And so we're just going to kind of build from there. And one of the things you kind of have to start choosing is what is going to be more accurate. You kind of have to give up certain rooms sometimes. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles before our first door. Whoop, did not mean to make that. So there we go. We'll have a single floor there. And then we have a single wall and another door. And then a single wall and another door. I wish TaleSpire sometimes had like a shuffle option. So we got 8 floor spaces next. We know our corner is going to be 1. So I need to make up for 7. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now I need 6. And then we do... Oops. There we go. No, not that. And corner. So there we kind of have the front of the theater already started. I'm not going to worry too much about hiding the layout of this theater. There is no current fog of war within TaleSpire. but at the same time, it's just the theater. I don't think nothing really needs to be hidden besides, you know, certain characters. And those should be hidden well enough on their own. So it looks like we have a solid two floor pieces all the way down here. Before we really get into anything else. And I do see that wall is needed there. And looks like we just go all the way down from there. There are a lot of very good builders in the community right now. And I kind of wish... I wish one of them would have built these maps instead. Because they're just fucking blowing it out of the water, my guys. Like, it is some insane map-making progress is being made by people. And it just blows me away. So it looks like I actually need... See, this is where that... how accurate do I want to be? Starts coming into play here. Oh, that's interesting. So actually we go up. Looks like we go up 10 feet. But then we actually go down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet. So this may not have been... I figured out. I'll still make this the ground level, and I'll just make those stairs a little more up. But yeah, we got these little rooms here on the side, and so it's like I got to decide, all right, how inaccurate do I want these rooms to be? Because that decides what walls I'm placing down. And where. So we'll go ahead and get this room here, which seems to actually have stores kind of in the middle there. Yeah, see it? No, I've created this. Drag the tile away. I wish there was... I probably should throw that in feature request. Being able to lock my hotbar so I don't accidentally drag things off of it. I'm really used to that capability in World of Warcraft, where you have to like hold Alt or Shift or Control or some other key in order to actually utilize the taking off of the hotbar. So this is actually a really small room. We'll get from there and then immediately into a corner here, which looks like we get a single corner out of. Nope, not there. Yep, no, don't like that. So you're moving back a tile, so I can do that. Which actually means I probably don't need this as much. See, because what we'll do instead is we'll do that. And then this wall can go here. Aha! That actually looks fairly good. Looks better than I expected. Do that. And the thing is that this pattern repeats on the other side as well, except not quite as flush with the place. So here is where we actually wind up having our staircase going up. So I'm just going to leave that there to kind of build on top of. We have a divider here that just goes. So it's about we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About there and there. Yeah, no, I don't like that. That's thick. I'm going to do the smaller floors here. There we go. Fill in that gap. And now is where we have this exact thing. Now, unfortunately, there is no, like I can rotate, but there's no mirror, which would be really handy to have right now. So I will just have to recreate it by hand, which is no problem. Let's get our single tile again. Plumb that back. There. Ooh, do I even have enough space? See, this is where that accuracy comes into play again. So according to this, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles of space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am 1 short, so I'm actually going to take this and shorten this space here. So I like the proportions of pretty much everything else, but I'm going to just shorten that up. Okay. And the nice part about some of the tiles I've used here is I've created a bit of a thing I can just do this copy-paste on. This select the same tiles out of. Looks like I used 3 of these. Do I have, is there a wall without floor? No. Not a tall enough one anyway. So, use 3 of these. And then another corner. Just remove that. And corner down. I realize this doesn't create kind of the same stairway. But spoiler, my guys are in autumn. So they actually won't even be coming through the front door. I'm just going to make it work. So now we have one of these, which faces the inside room. That doesn't feel right. Ah, it's because it's here. Single tiles all the way back. And one here. Get our door. And there we have it. There's our theater entrance. All nice and cozy. Alright. So now we need to wind up going up a bit. We need staircases. Starting about here. So this is the fun part. Yes, this technically allows them to look over these walls. And I think it technically allows them to see into the theater. So I may have to build some extra walls just around that so it doesn't suddenly incur line of sight issues. But let's see, where do we want our single floors to go? They have to go this way, which technically should only be about 3 things over there. Again, that's the problem with the walls. Let me go out 1. And then that'll be the rest of our theater there. So all of this is technically wall. Excuse me. So we're just going to go ahead and fill this guy in to the best of our ability. Did it again. There we go. I have a really bad habit of click and dragging off of my desired space. Hopefully none of our players ever get trapped beneath the stairs, but if they do for whatever reason, we now have an out. So I needed to go up 8. So I've gone up 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get about 7 without too much issues. So we'll just cut off a row. Wait. Ooh. That's actually not correct at all. Because I'm going to get there, and then I can go here. Here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, 7 was right. Yep. Monument of stairs. Certainly what it feels like there. Alright, so that guy, which will get another thing up. Sometimes double-clicking a little too fast can cause some fun jittering there with your build plane. All right, we'll go ahead and encase these in some walls, just so our players cannot see down into these rooms. Because I for the purposes of a building, it should have a roof. For the purposes of play, just having the global lighting just makes it so much better. So there is a wall in our list here, which I will grab down here, 2 and 1. And these are without floors, so they allow us to do this little interesting build here. That seems to not want to snap exactly where I want. I think that's because I don't have the build plane currently locked. So it's acting a little funky there. And then we'll do the same with this guy. Now, one of the neat things is I could turn on clipping and make some truly interesting structures. But I am not a fan of clip mode, of clipping. No siree, not me. It's just not my style. I don't really have anything against it, per se. It's just not something I like to do, clip my tiles together. It makes slabs more dense in the end. Slabs are a neat concept in TaleSpire, in case you were unaware. One of the neat things you could do is select an area and copy it, and if you paste it like in Notepad or a chat, it will be a string of characters, which you can then copy those and paste them back into TaleSpire as a series of blocks. It's pretty tight. So that looks like a monstrosity, but hey, it's a monstrosity we can work with. That's what matters. So this actually looks fairly simple on this other side here. We're going to go ahead and get my build plane together. Get that camera up there. You can just stay there. I need to lock these two together, which I'll do by doing that. I'm going to toggle the grid on because I like the grid a lot. Especially when I'm working up in 0 space. When I don't actually have floor beneath me to work on, per se. Oh, God. Building up the walls on the side of this is going to be fun. You see, it's interesting. I'm looking at this map, and it looks like on the north side there is a door out to the street. But it is also halfway up the stairs. And then farther to the east, there's another door out to the street. And it's the same street. Which means part of, I guess that's just a hill. Alright. Let's go ahead and start getting our... We need at least one line of floors in here. So let's get that. Let's actually get our outline, now I think about it. Whoa. Mouse sensitivity messed up there a bit. So it is 2 free spaces, and then our corner. That lines it up nicely. Get that there. Ah, I used the wrong corner. I do that a lot. But that's what makes having the grid on really nice. So I get to have that snap. All right. So we have one row. Now what we need to do is we need to actually go down a block for another row, and then another, and then another, until we're basically back down to the floor. So that should be We're definitely making this theater a lot longer, wider than it is. So we're actually going to turn the grid back off here while we put our stairs in. Just like that. So now, I think if we do that and turn the grid back on, not quite. There we go. That ought to work. That ought to get us back down without hitting the ground, I believe. Nope. I'm going to remove those. And try doing it this way. Okay, yep, nope, that was right. Hey, our monstrosity from earlier actually did us some justice. So the way this works is it seems like every bit of stair, so it just goes straight down. We don't have any space in between. And then it's just a thing of floor. Which is going to create some interesting walls. Because it looks like walls are a few staircases high. Yes. So that'll be interesting. I'll have to go in and fill in that gap as well on the back end. So that'll be fun. And now we just go down a level and repeat. So now I'm going to go here. There should be one floor tile down. Or one staircase down. Again. Yep. Now we just... Oh, there's a gap. Ew. Yep, there's just that little gap there in between. Well, how do creatures handle that? If I were to put a bear, try moving it. Get out of build mode. Oh, they handle walking around it just fine. So I can deal. I just need to get these. Whoops. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Again, come on. There we go. If I click the side of the tile, it works to get me back to that level. Alright. Let's go ahead and change up the music here. As much as I like Bardic Jam. Let's do, I think it's Warm Hearth. Yeah, Warm Hearth is really relaxing. Tracks to build to. Warm Hearth. Okay, and I need to go down another set of stairs. We're just going to repeat this until we hit the floor again. That's not right. There we go. That ought to do it. I think that gap was too tall. I could see it. Get that in. God, this looks terrible right now where it's still that gap. I'll fix it in post, as they say. That's not right. That's probably also still not right. Nope, yeah, that's good. As much as I like having the free-form grid, I so wish I could be like, hey, increment it exactly 1 unit up. So I could have it be this, just be like, all right, move up, move 1 up, move 1 up, and just be done. So the system I'm currently using where I'm like, okay, well, here's this bit. Now let's try to gingerly move our layer and hope it lines up in the end. What I should have done is gone in reverse. And gone so many layers out and just built the staircases up. Nope. I did it the hard way. So that's gonna be interesting. Okay, yeah, and I'll just have a door at the bottom. I'll wind up doing, and when I get there, getting close. Two stairs. 2 stairs left. That should get me to the bottom if I've been doing this right. Okay. And our next one should be the floor. Whoops. Well, that is a huge gap. Whoa. Yeah, that, so that didn't work at all. So, now that I can see where the floor should be in the end, we're just gonna nuke all of that work that I did. Just get rid of it. Oh, crap. I got rid of too many things. Okay. No. Now. Here. Yep, I didn't see those floors down there. There we go. All right, let's build it right this time. Not, you know, terribly wrong. So I just keep doing this. I should be able to do is get up there. Where'd that block go? There it is. Perfect. Ish. Ah, see, that was our problem. We underestimated the amount of actual... overestimated the amount of floor that was needed. So we'll go ahead and take this guy. Cut. That was supposed to be cut. not undo. Oh. There. And take this entire thing. Copy it. Crap. Paste. There we go. Still in my clipboard. There we go. Makes for an interesting thing for sure. Interesting shape. So let's go ahead and get this going again. So we need problem. Forgot to put floors at the bottom. Big oof. All that work there. Wasted. That's why things seemed a little off. They seemed, I don't know, one floor tile off. So let's try that again with floor beneath it. I was like, something doesn't seem right here. It's because it wasn't. You know, that may have actually made the other thing work out really well. Yeah, see, because now we come up here. Okay, now let's use the stairs. That looks much better. Well, the kicker is that the floor is not where you want it to be, I don't think. So, in this case, we would put floor, get the grid back, the grid spin on. So, in this case, our floor is actually here. You know what? That works. I can make that work. Go ahead and get all this. Copy paste it over here. That looks much better now. Now that those blocks are even. So what we could do is do this the old-fashioned way. Fill this guy in. I realize this technically makes the board a little more dense, but it also makes it a little more, accurate, so I'll do it. Because what we do now is we take this guy. Just fill that. Or just keep doing that. No, actually, don't even mind these being stone. I think it kind of looks neat. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave them stone even. So the thing is, we do have some more wood here. We're supposed to have 2 seats on either side as well. And then we get back to our walls. So since we're going to be the same around, we're going to use this guy here. Just bring that out. Just so we have a base. We'll go ahead and fill in our single tiles here. Maybe. Ah. Oh, build a plane. No. Just was being stubborn. Alright. Now we need our stone stairs here as well. Our stone seats, which I'll do 2 of, or 3 of, rather. Instead of 2, since we do have more space after all. All right. Our theater's starting to kind of look like a theater now. At least in the very vaguest sense of the word, almost. So I realize now I need to get some walls here. Just barely seeing that gap there. It did not like that at all, did it? Nope. Come on, man. So that almost works. Really what I need is I need walls here to stop. Do I have a single corner without a floor? That's what I need. I don't. I have big corner without floor, but not single corner without floor. So this will be fun. Yeah, I realized I need ways to prevent if they happen to go this way, I just need to make sure they can't just, fall off the stairs. Hey, look at that, I packed the post. Alright, same thing. Once more into the breach. This is interesting where I've made now like almost a half area. Good thing I don't really have to cover a ton of it. This needs to be just functional enough to work. All right. So now that we have all that, we can go ahead and make the rest of our theater, which we actually don't have much in the way of what is P4 considered here. Let's see. Let's take a look at the actual description of my map real quick. Haven't looked at that in a while. P4 is the auditorium. It has some cushioned seats. Oh, all of it's supposed to be cushioned seats. That's fun. Okay. I can still work with it. Oh, hey, what do you know? I happen to actually go out so many spaces. Perfect. Just fill this in here. Done. So there's kind of our P4 area. We're going to go ahead and convert these into a singular wall with an L on it. So we can put in our single tiles once I don't drag them incorrectly. And our doors leading out to the street. It should be inward doors. There we go. Which I will put some street out here as well. Once I am done with the theater itself, which I don't have much left. I need to make, there's like dressing rooms, I'm guessing. Yep, a bunch of dressing rooms, the stage, a small wing with basically prop storage, stage manager's office, and a green room. Okay, so it looks like we actually have a side building here. So yeah, we're gonna now go ahead and start off in this corner because I want to. So we're gonna do that, and a corner here, which will allow us to make our side entry, which is what the characters. This is one of the entries the characters have to use in the game for awesome. Anyway, gonna replace that with one of these guys because this little side office isn't that big. In fact, it's about yay big. And actually has stairs leading up. To a door. So that's the fun part, is I need the door to actually be up here. Because, you know, that's how the grid works. So it looks like I'm actually extending this a little bit. This entire room. By, I think, 1 should do it. Which means I just need the other floor types. Or the other wall types. So now I can get there. this guy to there. Perfect. So, we need to put a door. And we're almost done-ish. I want the more complex parts. Put a door there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to kind of focus on the basic frame and then get everything built up from there. So it looks like the stage is actually flush with the ground. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. We have a room here, it looks like. And nothing, no room over here, but we do have walls. So let's go ahead and put in our stage wall. It's almost right. I need that to actually just be 3. Which I think I can do with this guy. There. Okay, because here we're going to have, once again, a door. Now this is, let's get just a wall there. That'll work. So here we have another small room, pretty much the same as this one actually. So we'll employ the same technique. Get some solo floors in here. I could have used 2-bit floors, but too late. Used the wrong corner. Did I use the wrong corner over here? I did not. God, I hate when I do that. I do that a lot. Once again, stair, stair. And door. All right. So here's where our stage is. And it looks like it actually has some tiers in the back. Let's see. How does it describe our stage? Behind a raised red curtain are painted backdrops and stage props for the current production. And now it doesn't actually mention... Because the thing is, there are doors. And according to what we just witnessed, now granted it's only supposed to be 5 foot up, but still, it should be up. And it is not. So we can actually go ahead and just do this. And this guy here. And then we'll go ahead and use that. And there we have the basics for our stage. Although, I did just realize that they get a wall here. That kind of makes it a little lopsided. Oh, it only makes it lopsided because of all my extra stair bits, so that's fine. There are bad seats in the house. So, let's see. Yep, they need a way to get down, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that one and that one. Get rid of that one. This one back. We will do instead is we will put this corner here. This floor here. And a single one here. And then get our single floor bits. Keep forgetting I can't just like draw an L. No matter how hard I try. You know what, let's go ahead and actually put it there. Make those a bit symmetrical. My brain suddenly was like, what is the word for the same on both sides? Duh. All right. Now we'll put some doors in here. There, and now we're ready to begin what is considered backstage. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some walls. I'm going to make it a little wider than it is portrayed here. Just because I want to give our people some actual dressing room. Like, I actually want to replicate the amount of dressing rooms that people have. So we'll do this. And since we're going to employ the open floor design... Oh no. Things are uneven. Since we're going to employ the open floor design, I actually don't need to fill any of that in. Now we're just going to go ahead and move our build plane up here and start building on this floor as if we were actually building here to begin with. So we have problem. Huh. Ho hum 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 ho. Yeah, I didn't realize the where I put the doors there doesn't quite work. So I'm gonna get rid of all the doors. Cause I gotta put floor tiles there. Now all of the doors will work. Makes that space seem a little tall, but it works. It works mechanically, which is what really matters here. The dressing rooms are supposed to be small, so I'm going to make them such. Let's see, so it should be like so. And then you actually get a bigger one. And then if we just do that. All right. That gives us ample dressing rooms. Oh, I do see my my stream looks to be cutting in and out. I really hope it's not making a bunch of tiny, tiny videos again. If there's anyone actually watching who could let me know if I'm popping in and out, that'd be great. But no big. I'll deal. Okay, so now we're gonna work almost in reverse. Yeah, I need to work from this side now. So we got floor there, there, there. That's where we're going to put our doors. So now I need to figure out the walls. Shouldn't be too bad. This should do it. So here, we actually need you. Nope. Another corner is what I need here. Now I think about it, that's how much would I need there. I need this corner specifically. And now we go singular walls to close these up. Except here, where this guy gets double wall. So let's see, how many did we wind up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are in the map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I did kind of forget space for whatever P7 is, the green room. But I can kind of make that. I mean, it's already this is bigger than normal, so I got it. So we got that. There. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, just closing this little guy off over here. This map kind of looks atrocious, honestly. Oh no, I didn't want those corners. Shit. See, one of the problems with these is they're actually not tall enough. So yeah, I'm actually not going to worry about those so much. So I'm just going to get the wall here. I mean, I'm definitely not putting this up on Tales Bazaar, so This is strictly for my current game use only. Woof. It does not look good. I will probably try to make the next map a bit better. I think the next map I need to make, which I'll probably make tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Is going to be the courthouse. So that about covers the actual map area of this. So let's go ahead and get some props in here. Let's only get... There's no wardrobe, is there? There is not. So this is supposed to be like a prop room down here. So let's go ahead and actually get like a weapon rack. And a armor rack. Yeah. Gotta get those in there. P6 is supposed to be the stage manager's office. So let's go ahead and get a chair. Maybe if I can find the castle chair. That's about it. Guy's got a pretty small office. He doesn't need much. That's all he needs to see people. I told that to lock. Yeah, the dressing rooms. There's no wardrobe. Looks like. So, first off, let's go ahead and get a few round tables over here. And we'll go ahead and use bookcases, I guess. Just put a bookcase in each room. Those are floating. That's how it's just gonna have to be. As for the stage, we'll go ahead and use the backs of bookcases. Get the one without the skull on top. Well, that is not where that was supposed to go at all. Kind of represent our curtain, as bad as that is. Actually, looks like the backdrop is only on one side of the stage. So if my mouse would stop spazzing out for just a second there. There we go. It's supposed to be a movable backdrop. Then we got a table. Which will have some food on it. Get one of the ones, that one. And then we'll get a table torture? No. Let's get a workbench. Alright, and then we'll get some, we'll go to, I think nature will have what we want here. Yeah, just some, stackable pine stumps. Make them look a little proppy. Okay, and, 2 and 3... a lobby, ticket booths, and offices. So those need some workbenches. And some chairs. And that will about do it. Pretty bare bones. Let's see who we have to populate this with. So, for the for autumn, we have Saphira's Booty is being played. So we're gonna need some actors. So let's go ahead and get some creatures in here. NPC. We'll just get some welcoming commoners. Ooh, this is a new model. Well, I think she's only been recently added. So we'll get some welcoming commoners. Some tired commoners. We'll get to the snake oil merchant as the manager. Our studious will be our lead lady. And then now we need Ronkan. Ronquan. He will be. Where's Ronquan supposed to be sitting? Nope, he's just kind of here. He's just watching it. Let's see. Watching from the front row while smoking a pipe. So he is at the bottom here. I should get some seats up there. That's what I should do. Let's get some benches. Bench. There we go. That looks better. Do that. That's weird. It's like, no, I'm not going to be on the floor. I'm going to float above the floor. I don't know what you're talking about. There. That makes it look better, at least. Alright, so he's going to be watching from the front row. And then we have 4 Drow Elite Warriors hiding in the shadows, which are gonna be assassinos. And since there is no real shadows, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. And turn them invisible. We're just gonna hide. We're gonna say they have potions of invisibility, or they've had invisibility cast on them, because I didn't do a great job building this place. All right, and that about does it for our first map. That's needed for this week's session. Go ahead and rename this guy to be Roncon Mystere. In case the players hit tab and see a bunch of names. I also need to rename these guys. Hopefully I don't need to actually reveal them. These are actually assassins, aren't they? No, Drow Elite Warrior. Just gonna name Drow 1. Drow 2. Drow 3. And Drow 4. Alright, not my best map. Not my worst map. But there we have it. Basic theater. Just enough to actually run the session next week. Now let's go ahead and get actually an atmosphere block in here. So we want this to be definitely still the default. What is the play? Saphira's Booty. Romantic comedy about a blue-haired madam named Saphira who runs a thieves guild out of a fest hall. Oh, well, that's gonna be like... let's see, where's a good tavern? Oh, probably Bardic Jam. No, not Bardic Jam. Crock and Cask. There we go. We'll make this a little later in the evening. Yeah, I like that. Alright, and we'll apply it to the game board, and just in case I feel like I need it, I'll apply it as an atmosphere block there. Because then what I can do is I can change the music to be combat. See what last stand sounds like. Yeah, that'll work. So now I can put this up here if I feel I need it. I'll apply that one to the game board. And that will do it. Now I have combat music if I need it. Let's go ahead and set up some cutscenes now I think about it. Cutscene mode. Grab shot here. We'll also grab a shot with Roncon. And then we'll move those shots to the block and save. Alright, so now I have everything set up to actually run the session. Start of the session anyway. I need to at least make the courthouse and I think the old tower. Yes, the courthouse and the old tower. If I can get those two done, I think that'll be enough for a session. And then I'll just need to make the others. So hopefully I'll be back maybe tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll be making the courthouse map. And then I will be back before Sunday to make the old tower map. So thanks for tuning in if you were here. This will be back on YouTube just like all my other build videos. So expect it there at some point. Ta-ta!